Hi, Jason. Hi, Wyatt. Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of Grandpa's Story Hour. I am Jason and Wyatt's grandpa, and this is recorded on November 20th. However, it's December 21st. So, those who are celebrating Christmas, it's coming around the corner. Hanukkah's happening. Hope everyone who's loving life right now, things are going well. Again, I'm recording this in a lovely backyard. Got a good fire going here. And it's been cool being back here doing this storytelling, these last couple stories if you've been watching. So since it is December 21st, and since it is something that we celebrate here, that's Christmas, I thought I would do this book. I have never seen this book before. It's a new book for me. Who's That Knocking on Christmas Eve by Jan Brett. Beautiful book. Beautiful drawing. We read a Jan Brett book earlier, boys and girls. I don't know if you remember the Bears, right, Jason? Right, Wyatt? Okay, here we go. High above the Arctic Circle in the land of ice and snow, the northern lights shimmer in the night like a curtain of color hanging from the sky. One thing that's cool about her books, Jason Wyatt, Boys and Girls, Mommy Day, is that the drawings are really pretty. The air is so crisp and clean in this northern place that one Christmas Eve long ago, a boy from Finnmark, on his way to Oslo with his ice bear, could see smoke curling up from a hut far in the distance. He was cold and hungry, so he headed toward it. Far off in another direction, someone else smelled the smoke, and even though he couldn't see it, raced off to tell the others. As the boy from Finnmark made his way toward the hut, Kiri was inside feeding the fire that made the smoke that roasted and baked the fine food. Delicious sausage and fish and tasty buns and cakes were all laid out on the pine table. Sweet porridge bubbled over the fire, and apple cider stayed cool on the windowsill. So why did Kiri jump at every creak in the sod roof? And why did she run to the window when an icicle fell into the snow? That's interesting. Let's see what the answers are. It was because in years past on Christmas Eve, trolls came when they smelled the delicious aromas coming from the hut. They would pound on the door until it burst open, and they wouldn't leave until they had eaten every bit of the Christmas Eve meal. No troll invasion this year, Carrie's father had said. I'm going up the mountain to watch and chase them away. And off he had gone to stop the trouble before it began. Good daddy. So this year, Kiri was alone in the hut when she heard a soft sound at the door. Knockety-knock, knockety-knock. Uh-oh. Someone was out there, but surely it was too polite a knock for it to be a troll. Kiri went to the door and peeked out. There was the boy from Finnmark with his ice bear. Please, let me inside to warm up, he said. I'm on my way south to show off my bear for the townsfolk of Oslo. I've many frosty miles behind me and many more to go. Come in, Kiri said, but I have to warn you that in the years past, our house has been invaded by a pack of hungry trolls. Trolls would be a welcome adventure, the boy said. So he came in, and the ice bear crawled under this warm stove and fell asleep. You're doing a great job listening, Jason and Wyatt, boys and girls. Good job. Very good. Kiri and the boy had just settled down in front of the fire when they heard, not so softly this time, knockety-knock, knockety-knock. There's no one home, the boy called out. He was certain it was trolls, so he pushed the big chest in front of the door. Uh-oh, kind of getting scary now. Trolls. When all was quiet, Kiri and the boy sat down in front of the fire again. Kiri got to thinking, I wonder if the porridge is creamy enough. And she ladled a bit of it into the bowls for each of them. Ladled means that she's sharing it, she's putting in spoons. They had just raised their bowls when they heard a loud knockety-knock, knockety-knock. It was as if someone was pounding on the door with a big rock. No one at home, the boy from Finnmark shouted. He ran to lock all the windows. Oh no, it's getting scary. Here we go. It was quiet again, but the delicious smells wafted around the hut. Carrie got to thinking, is the sausage salty enough? She took a piece for herself and gave one to the boy. They had just raised their forks when they heard a thunderous knock, knock, knock. The hut shook, and they heard a loud crack. It was the cellar trapdoor splintering open. Carrie and the boy ran into the animal shed and pulled the door shut, just as a torrent of noisy trolls burst up from the cellar. Trolls. Noise. Oh no, here we go. There were bat-eared trolls, there were big-nosed trolls, and each troll was wilder and more raucous than the one before. They munched and grunted, shrieked and cackled, splashed the cider, crammed themselves with Christmas cakes. Then, when they were through stuffing themselves, they tumbled about, pinching each other, stamping on one another's toes, and tweaking their long snouts, which is how trolls have a good time. So they're having a fun time. Oh, no. Here we go. But through the ruckus and din, the littlest troll spied the ice bear under the stove. He took the hot morsel of sausage he had been roasting in the fire and screeched, "Have a bit of sausage, kitty!" And he poked the sleeping bear's nose with it. Kitty. Bear. The ice bear leaped up with a tremendous roar, his nose burning terribly. Growling, he chased the little troll and all the big trolls around the table, up the walls, and out the windows. "Scratch them, kitty!" The bear's getting them. Carrie and the boy cheered as they watched the trolls scramble off through the snow and more snow and ice howling up the hill. Carrie's father heard the shouts, so he raced down on his skis. Oh no, what's going on? Here we go, turn the page, hurry up, Grandpa. When he saw the trolls, Carrie's father could tell in an instant that they wanted to be as far away from the little hut as they could be. "Goodbye, trolls!" he shouted as they disappeared up the mountain, and he skied home. "What a fine bear you have," he told the boy from Finnmark. "Thank you for scaring away those pesky trolls. You must come back next year for a real Christmas Eve feast on your way home from Oslo." And they all sat down for some porridge. My goodness. A year later, Carrie was on the mountain gathering wood to make the fire to cook their dinner for Christmas Eve when the littlest troll popped out from behind a snowbank. Oh no. "Missy," he called in a high, crackling voice, "do you still have that kitty that sleeps under the stove?" "Oh yes," Carrie said, "only she has grown up to be a big cat now, and she has 7 kittens, all larger and fiercer than herself." He screeched, "Then we won't be visiting your hut on Christmas Eve." And he disappeared into a huge snow drift. Great job listening, Wyatt and Jason, boys and girls. That is a great book, a great story. Again, I hope that those who celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a great Christmas. Those who are celebrating Hanukkah, I hope it's going really well. We're blessed to live in a great nation, boys and girls. You're so fortunate to be here. And I just hope you have a great Christmas and Hanukkah. And just celebrate love, peace, hope, and joy, okay? And be good to Mommy, Daddy. Hey, Mom, Dad, if you could, there's a Venmo account in the description. We'd love to have your support. And thank you so much for allowing your child to be a part of Grandpa's Story Hour. Share the videos. Press the like button. Have a good holiday season, Christmas and Hanukkah and the rest.